Internet is on fire right now. Wasiu Ayinde's tape is out there publicly. I don't know what he's going to do about this one. How is Wasiu Ayinde going to escape this one? Just exactly like I predicted. I said more will surface on Fuji musician called Wasiu Ayinde, aka Kwam One. Different calls, audio recordings, and many other atrocities of Wasiu Ayinde. I want you to pay attention to this one from the beginning of it till the end. You're about to hear the secret dealings, atrocities of Wasiu Ayinde, and more, the wicked acts of Wasiu Ayinde. Are we going to call this bullying? You know, there are different types of bullying. Now, recently a man came out. His name is Kunle. He's one of the top drummers in the band of Wasiu Ayinde. Now, for those who do not know who Wasiu Ayinde is a Fuji musician, and he changed the genre. He put life, or let us say he made it appealing. That's the word, not really life. He made it appealing to this current generation and to, let's just say from 1980s down to 1990, thereabout. Wasiu Ayinde was able to reinvent Fuji music and he made it appealing. He included saxophone and many other things. He made it appealing. And by so doing, Wasiu Ayinde got into the hearts of a lot of people. Now, with this success comes pride. With this comes, this bullying, narcissistic attitude and behavior. Wasiu Ayinde bullies everybody. This drummer called Kunle came out recently. He said a lot of things about Wasiu Ayinde, but what you're about to hear will blow your mind. In fact, Kunle did not touch on this. Kunle has video and audio recording, evidence against Wasiu Ayinde. And, when your boss corners your fiancé and sleeps with your fiancé, and you find out about it, you know how it is. It means that you have two people that are against you, your boss and that woman. Both of them betrayed you. Yes, it is as bad as that. What did Wasiu Ayinde do afterwards? I want you to pay attention to this one. Before proceed, like and share, tap on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Very important, very important. To those that have tapped on the thanks button to encourage this channel to do more, I say a very big thank you to you. Returning subscribers and those that have been here, I say thank you for returning and thank you for being here. Let us listen and we will be talking.
Point one, ṣé there's a Paris issue láàrin Kúnlé àtàlájì. Kúnlé ní boy ó ní girlfriend kan ní Paris. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi?
À ń gbọ́ yín.
Mo ń sọ o, nǹkan tí mo ń sọ yìí mo lè fún yín nọ́mbà Kúnlé, màá dárúkọ mi fún yín pé ẹnìkan sọ báyìí kó confirm, màá dẹ̀ pé kókó gbé kọ́ yín torí kò gbé kọ́ mọ́ ní ìsìnbọ̀ tí fún nọ́mbà ẹ̀ síta. Kúnlé lọ́mọ kan ní Paris, alájì lọ́bọ̀ ọmọ yẹn sùn. Ní kàlájì sọ pé rọ ni pé Paris issue kò ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin wọn tó Kúnlé. Alájì Wasiu Ayinde lọ́bọ̀ ọmọ yẹn sùn ní Paris. Secret yẹn líkì sí Kúnlé lọ́wọ́. Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ yí pé ọkùnrin kò kí ń tọ́nu wa tábà ti pínyàn báyàwó wa sùn. Obìnrin lọ́lọ́run dálé kí ni ẹ máa ń tọ́nu wọn tẹ́kọ̀ọ́ máa ń forgive ọkùnrin pé wo. Bọ̀ṣẹ́ lọ́kùnrin níjọba tí wọ́n ti báyìí wàhálà ni. Issue yẹn wà láàrin Kúnlé àtàlájì. Àwọn yẹn kàn wá ọkọ̀ wa ń kàn dé ń bọ̀ yẹn ni. So ìyẹn ni issue láàrin Kúnlé àtàlájì. Paris, ọmọ yẹn wà ní Paris ní France. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi mà?
À ń gbọ́ yín o.
All right. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ náà.
O.
Okay, you're welcome. So ṣe wá nìyẹn anytime Aláàjì bẹ Kúnlé wọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n máa ń parí ẹ̀ but kò tán nínú Aláàjì pé kí ni ẹ já mọ́ àwọn lọ́wọ́. Ìyẹn gangan ní issue. Ọmọ yẹn wà ń Paris nígbà tó wá di pé àárín ọmọ yẹn àtàlájì ògbò mọ́ ọmọ yẹn wá da gbọ́ fídíò àti conversation ó bá dà sí Kúnlé lórí fóònù ẹ̀sìn yẹn lé ní mà. Tọ́lá àwọn èèyàn mọ ọkọ tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ anybody kan sọ a lot of things tẹ́ pẹ́ pé ṣé ká kan lòlù ká kúrò ni. So ìgbà yẹn wọ́n lọ sí London Kúnlé dúró Aláàjì tún lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mi sọ wọ́n ní fún yín o màá fún yín ní fact nǹkan tí mo sọ mà lórí WhatsApp because ẹ̀yin tẹ́ máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ báyẹn máa ń láì kíkẹ́ di ọ̀rọ̀ mú kẹ́dẹ̀ rí fact.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
ṣé ń gbọ́ mà ṣe rí ẹni tàtà
wọ́n ní Kúnlé náà sọ fún rẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ Ìyálájé.
he always think kí ni wọ́n á di ṣe nǹkan tó yà sọ ọmọọṣẹ́ èèyàn pàápàá jùlọ he feel somehow so wọ́n isolate Kúnlé. ṣé ń gbọ́ mi là fún sọ̀rọ̀ aṣọ but ṣe Kúnlé ń code meanwhile ẹ jẹ́ kí aláàjì tó wá sọ àbí kẹ́nìbọ̀ tó wà láwọn aláàjì pé ìṣẹ́dógún tó ń jẹmọ pé aláàjì ralé fáwọn yẹn wọ́n sì ń padà wá sọ̀rọ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí àwọn tó ń dúró síbí orúkọ wọn kọ́ náà máa ń lò fi travel táwọn ẹ̀rọ máa ti palẹ̀ fún wọn. ẹ ló mà.
orúkọ kí wo náà wá ń lò.
ọmọ aláàjì máa ń fún wọn lórúkọ ni láti bọjọ́ iwájú wọn jẹ́ because oníkàkú wọn lórúkọ gbogbo wọn ẹnì kan ní pé kán ó jẹ́ wá di bọ́ǹkẹ̀ àbíkẹ́ nìkan post pé kíní tòun lélẹ́yìí o táwọn fi travel ẹ ṣe léjì mà. Kúnlé ń sọ fún yín pé yes màá fún yín tó bá dé bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ tán mo lè ṣe títí kan pẹ̀lú Kúnlé torí kò bá àwọn èèyàn sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ torí ìgbà tó ti fi fọ́nà bá jáde orúkọ Kúnlé kọ́ ló fi travel so tó má ti dé padà tó ti yé yín.
abájọ tó sọ pé àárín yẹn ò ṣe é tú.
orúkọ wọn kọ́ ló máa fi travel nínú báyìí káwọn tó máa ń polówó láti ṣìgbà kọ̀ọ̀kan nírọ̀ ni mò ń pa kí ni wàá da gbogbo information yẹn fún yín mà ẹ̀yin mo lè connect yín mọ́ Kúnlé kó bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ orúkọ Kúnlé orúkọ wọn kọ́ ló máa ń lò aláàjì máa fún ọ lórúkọ ní àtọjọ́ orí ṣé ẹ mọ̀ yí pé ẹ máa wá sí UK anything from 2007 ẹ máa tẹ̀ ká ní.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
if in America ní sè you have to do your fingerprint àbí ẹ̀kọ́ ní mà.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
so tó bá dé pálí yẹn lọ́wọ́ wọn it means wọn ò lè lo legitimate name wọn mọ́ láyéláyé ìbùn lọ ní Nàìjíríà.
kábíyèsí
o. ẹ ló mà. ẹ máa gbọ́ yes I'm telling you nothing but truth.
mo ń gbọ́.
ẹ ló mà.
mo ń gbọ́ yín.
ṣẹ́rí poor boy yẹn ẹ máa sọ nǹkan tó dùn fún yín àwọn èèyàn kan ní pé kàn fò jáde lásán 2 years ago tó ń balẹ̀ ayé ẹ̀ lọ ó ti maintain life ẹ̀. ṣé wàá rí ẹ mọ̀ pé ẹni tó bá ti ní information yàn lọ́wọ́ tó fún yín lórúkọ ó rí sì fún yín ìwọ ló kó yín wá akọ̀lọ́sẹ̀ embassy ni á da ọgbẹ̀ fún wọn. Those guys they can never renew their passport. wọ́n ti di illegal already.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
wọ́n máa gbé káàkiri ni bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ fún yín Kúnlé máa ń lùlù káàkiri church ní London mo ti ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ ó máa ń lùlù pẹ̀lú àwọn church káàkiri ó dẹ̀ make ó wà okay but kò lè ṣe legitimate work kò lè nínú páálí ẹ̀ ṣé ń gbọ́ mi mà.
mo máa ń gbọ́ yín.
torí ẹ̀ he was frustrated to come back to Nigeria aláàjì ti bá gbogbo formation yẹn jẹ́ bí kò òun ló fún ọ lórúkọ gbogbo wọn tẹ́wọ̀n ọ̀nù bá ń tẹ́wọ̀n yẹn ẹ̀ ń bá fẹ́ polúkọ òun lòun lò lọ London ẹni kò pòsì wọ́n kẹ́ni kò tẹ̀ pòsì fídíò ẹ̀ àbí passport ẹ̀ kó cancel gbogbo any information ó kàn forúkọ ẹ̀ pé my name is lágbájá kìíní kan irú ọ̀nì gbogbo wọn ń pa fúnra wọn. so ó jọ wájú wọn lọ́jọ́ wájú it's already coded their life.
wow.
ṣé ẹ gbọ́ mà gbogbo wọn ẹ sọ nọ́mbà mi mo lè ṣe tí kan pẹ̀lú Kúnlé kó má kẹ́ wá ní pé irọ́ nìkan lè kó àlẹ́ pé bá àlẹ́ kó má la jíjẹ I listen to AK1 music but I listen to his music but I don't like his charisma pé máa ń ṣe ẹ máa fún ẹ kí n fi lápẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹ máa mọ àwọn ilé tó wá fẹ́ wọnú agbo ẹ̀rí pé àwọn àbákan máa lùlù lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ wọn ẹ wo Súlẹ̀ Àlàó máa ná fún àbá yẹn òbẹ́ sèrè gbogbo wá sí máa kọjá lára wọn bí wọ́n máa tó bí pé kò yàn kọ́ ló dá wọn ẹ máa àwọn àbá olórin tó máa lu pàǹpà ṣẹkẹlẹ yẹn ẹ máa notice too arrogant ọlọ́run dẹ̀ gbogbo láti kékeré ni ibi tó bá rẹ̀ kò máa balẹ̀ bọ̀ ó kó owó ọlá náà kí n máa sọ̀rọ̀ kó di méjì mo sọ̀rọ̀ Paris lady ọmọ yẹn wà ní Paris ṣé gbogbo formation yẹn ọmọ yẹn bàtà àná ọmọ yẹn àtàlájì ògèrègè mọ́ tó bá ti pa wọn sùn lẹ́ẹ̀kan lẹ́ẹ̀mejì promise wọn ti gbẹ ó máa ṣe ọmọ yẹn mọ̀ pé ọmọ yẹn wá da gbogbo information yẹn fún Kúnlé pẹ̀lú fídíò ní gbogbo voice note àtọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn tán ṣe dáná lórí Facebook yẹn tó máa push bọ́ yẹn wọnú wọ́ báyìí ó máa báàdì gan tó bá da ọgbọ́n nǹkan tó wà ń lẹ́fà lájí lẹ̀ aláàjì gan ò ní láìka tó rájú òràn wọn ṣẹ́ but they don't know what is going on pé kí ló ṣe bọ́ ìyẹn tó fi jáde wá after 2 years ṣé wàá rí ibi tálájí bá ti ń pàdé ọmọ yẹn bí ó lọ lùlù jáde ni o wọ́n máa ń disgrace ẹ̀. ó sọ̀rọ̀ nínú fídíò ó lóun náà fàlájì after a while tó fídíò yẹn live máa jáde aláàjì ní kan delete gbogbo bí wọ́n ti kíkó it's true wọ́n ké fún ẹ̀pọ̀ ní láti ṣítù inú báńdì aláàjì ló wà láti ṣe ó ti kú nìsín òun ló máa ń kọrin sí Wàsíù ilé tí ó bá ti ń kọrin bá ti gbàgbé òun ṣètò àkọrin ṣe bọ́ọ̀ tó wà ń bẹ́ẹ̀ ní tó máa ń ṣe pẹpẹpẹ káàkiri yẹn alájì gan ọmọ bí ìtọ́ ń pè ní kéèsì alájì gan ọmọ bó ṣe dẹ́yìn òun ẹni tó wà lẹ́yìn alájì gan wọ́n ń pè ní láti ṣítù bọ́ọ̀ ló máa ń kọ orin tó wà sí létí ó ti kó yẹn sí alájì ló máa ń yẹ̀yẹ̀ bọ́ọ̀ náà iṣan lórúkọ ẹ̀ Kúnlé ìgbà tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí pé òun ló padà sọ fún Kúnlé pé ojú ọlọ́jọ́ pa rẹ̀ jẹ́ wọ́n ní káwọn ṣe báyìí bọ́ọ̀ yẹn ti kú nìsín Kúnlé mention ẹ̀ now Kúnlé is trying to code it so nǹkan tó gbé Kúnlé kò ní UK ni because they cannot renew ṣẹ̀rẹ́ àwọn tí wọ́n já Amẹ́ríkà yẹn ṣẹ̀wọ̀n pàlájì àbádọ́ wọn síbẹ̀ nígbà yẹn tó sì ń lọ UK tó ń renew pálí àwọn tó lọ Amẹ́ríkà ṣe nígbà tó wá ń kó wá sí UK yẹn orúkọ míì yẹn wọn ò lè lórúkọ míì tó bá ti gba pálí wọn mẹ́wàá ẹ̀ Kúnlé tó fi pálí ẹ̀ lẹ̀ tó lóun ò fi pálí òun lẹ̀ ó yẹ yín gbogbo information yẹn alájì ti dá home office Kúnlé ò lè renew mọ́ ó ti di illegal immigrant so ìwọ̀nba àlù tó ń lù káàkiri àwọn pàtí ní UK ń bí yẹn sẹ̀lẹ̀ yẹn he is not even happy so right Kúnlé wá padà sí Nàìjíríà over 2 years nǹkan tó wá fọ̀rọ̀ wá nì ṣe rí ibi tí Kúnlé kọ́lé sí Ìbàdàn kò ń ṣe ilé tàlájì kọ́ o ilé yẹn tó bá wo ilé yẹn náà ṣò máa ń sẹ́yìn fídíò ilé yẹn tó mánéjà rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ìyàwó ó máa ń lùlù káàkiri ṣe ẹni èlé ló bá fẹ́ wọ studio tó bá fẹ́ ṣe release jáde bí àwọn Saheed Òṣùpá nǹkan kan wọ́n máa ń rẹ̀ǹtì Kúnlé ó máa lùlù fún wọn nínú studio ṣe ń gbọ́ mi wọ́n máa ń rẹ̀ǹtì wọn àwọn lílù wọn kọ́ ló máa ń lùlù fún wọn nínú studio Kúnlé wà lára wọn tó máa ń rẹ̀ǹtì lọ lùlù fún túyàn ní fẹ́ release jáde ó máa lù fẹ́ ní eléré wọ́n máa fún lówó náà ṣé wọ́n lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ilé ẹ̀ ṣe ń gbọ́ mà.
à ń gbọ́ yìí ní ìfẹ́ interrupt yìí.
jàdé land níbẹ̀ tẹ́ pé àwọn mẹkáníìkì máa ń ṣiṣẹ́ ń bẹ̀ lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ilé ẹ̀ àwọn kan wá fídíò Kúnlé wọ́n mọ́nítù ẹ̀ ẹ má gbàgbé mo sọ fún yín pé ìgbà tọ́lájì ti lè káàkiri tọ́lájì mọ̀ pé fídíò àti nǹkan kan ti wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ lórí fóònù wọ́n fẹ́ gba fóònù ọwọ́ ẹ̀.
ṣé life man yẹn safe báyìí.
mo ń bá bọ̀ ẹ máa gbọ́ ṣé wọ́n nígbà tí Kúnlé ti jáde yìí ní ìsìn tó ti sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn wọ́n àtàkì ẹ̀ ní 3 days after the interview yẹn of recent wọ́n àtàkì wọ́n gba fóònù ẹ̀ because I'm telling you nothing but truth tó ráwọn kan ńlá ni wọ́n kàn sọ̀rọ̀ ni wọ́n wà in grade mo mọ mọ́mí ìta bábá tó Kúnlé sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ sì mọ̀ fáwọn èèyàn tó kì í sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ni but ó ń code kò fẹ́ bá tàlájì jẹ tó anybody mọ̀ alájì bàjẹ́ obìnrin kò sẹ́ni tí ó mọ̀ but ṣẹ́rí tẹ́ bá tí wọ́n bá ti bọ́ ọmọọṣẹ́ ìyàwó ọmọọṣẹ́ ẹ̀sùn ọ̀gá yẹn ò lè ní báàlù lọ́wọ́ èèyàn mọ́ nǹkan àjèjì máa ń fún Kúnlé ní priority nìyẹn Kúnlé máa ń ṣe bó ṣe wù bọ̀ àwọn èèyàn mọ nǹkan tó wà láàrin Kúnlé àtàlájì àbí bí ọ̀gá èèyàn ṣe nǹkan ẹ̀wọ̀n kí èèyàn máa ṣe bó ṣe wù ni àwọn ọ̀wà yẹn ló máa ń rí tètè wá sí pé kí ló ṣe bọ́ yìí náà tí ó ti yẹ yín ó máa ń di àwọn èèyàn sí bọ̀ Kúnlé mọ̀ fídíò gbogbo nǹkan tí alájì ṣe pẹ̀lú ọmọbìnrin tí mo tó fẹ́ kẹfẹ́ ní Paris yẹn ni Kúnlé mọ̀ ṣẹ̀kẹ̀ yìí nẹ̀dẹ̀ wo ẹwà rí yẹn tí àwọn ọmọọṣẹ́ yẹn tó bá lóun ò ṣe nǹkan ẹ̀ẹ́kan àwọn yóò pa kí ló máa ṣe Kúnlé nìkan náà tó máa ṣe báyìí nínú ti yín bọ̀ ó yé òun àtàlájì gẹ́ẹ̀tì ẹ̀ mà ó yé Kúnlé ṣẹlẹ̀gbọ́n tó kàn sọ̀rọ̀ tọ́pọ̀ orúkọ káàkiri yẹn wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ fàlájì ni alájì ń wò yín bí ṣe ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ yìí he have more than 2-3 phones ó ń wò yín ó dẹ̀ mọ̀ tó bá dàbí rọ ẹ̀kọ́ síbẹ̀ pé Paris lady kálájì wá sọ̀rọ̀ pẹ̀lú ẹ̀rọ ni kí n wá bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ kí ní Kúnlé bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ kó fi ayé ẹ̀bùra fún yín ìyẹn ló.
Wasiu Ayinde the Gbola man benching wives, girlfriend, fiancé, concubines of his band members, and he wants them to keep quiet. He wants them to shut up. Well, I have always said that when you're on top, you will be the topic. Is it that you are on top and you are there for good or for bad? Wasiu Ayinde has shown over time that he's a vicious person. But then, I want you to take note of something. You see, in life, you always have enemies. Regardless of how good, how nice you are, you always have enemies. I'm not saying that Wasiu Ayinde does not have enemy. As he has enemy, that is how he's also enemy to other people too. If there is something that Wasiu Ayinde is known for, women, And this is the lifestyle. This is the way or ways of musician. There is something about these people that sing. Maybe they follow the trend, or it's just the spirit that comes upon them. Even gospel singers, some of them, the way they go with women, obviously, you know, when you're a singer, you become famous. People want to associate with you. Music and women, you know what I mean. Now, let us go to some of the points that the caller highlighted here. He said that he knows Kunle and that Kunle was unable to work legally in the UK because Wasiu Ayinde had destroyed all avenues for him to renew his papers or to do anything that will help him stay in the UK legally. So Kunle was doing some, side jobs like playing drums in churches here and there, and he could not play drums at big occasion because many of these people would not want to offend Wasiu Ayinde. They see Kunle as someone who is not important. Wasiu Ayinde is more important to them. Now, there is something that Wasiu Ayinde did. According to our caller and according to what we've heard, what Wasiu Ayinde will do is this. It will give you a name. Now, it kind of looks like the same pattern late prophet TB Joshua. I'm going to use the word allegedly because I don't have evidence of this, but people that were part of those disciples that often go out of Nigeria, visit other countries, they say TB Joshua will change your name. When you come into his church and after a while, TB Joshua will change your name. That's what they said. He will change your name, get you a passport with that name that he has given to you. For example, they say John. Let's forget about that part. What I'm trying to say is that when someone changes your name, they might do this for a reason. Now, let us focus on this one. He changed the names of his band members. He changed their names. They applied for international passport. Why did he change their name? Maybe to erase. Back in those days, fingerprint was not really in vogue. E-visa, e-passport was not really in vogue. Maybe to erase any wrong thing, any criminal or whatever you might have been linked to erase that out first, to start on a clean slate. Or he did this so that you cannot, if you stop being a band member, you cannot refer to that name using other documents. Don't forget that if you are to apply for visa, you will want to still reuse, you want to use that name so that you can have that travel history. So if you don't have any document that you can lay hands on that your name, it means for you to get visa out of Nigeria, it will be a long process. Let's say you go to the immigration office, passport office, you get a visa, you get a passport, on your own name now. You have to start all over to get documents to process your traveling. Now you get to the embassy. Let's assume that they have your fingerprint and they put in your fingerprint and your name used to be B and now your names are now A, K. Your name used to be BB. Now it is AK. How are you going to explain to them? Well, the other time it was our boss. Now, these are part of the things that many of these guys are not ready to risk. Like, look, it's about my own traveling. I'm not going to the embassy to tell them that the names that this individual, that individual bears is not his name, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't make sense. It won't make sense. Now, I understand the part of Wasiu Ayinde holding on to their passport. It is wrong. But I understand some reasons behind it. Like I highlighted it. Many of these band members, majority of them, can rent their passport to peddlers, to mills. There's nothing they can do. They want to be rich too. They want to be rich. They can rent out their passport to, we've seen countless of this happen. Countless of this happen back in those days when fingerprint was not really like They were fingerprinting to know who is who. They will just look at your visa, look at your face if you match. So people were looking for look alike. They were using it as an opportunity to take people outside. They were using it. There is passport and visa. Are you ready? They kept doing these things until the visa, the person will be cancelled, and that's the end of it. That's the end of it. Terrible things. Terrible. So maybe Wasiu Ayinde didn't trust them, but he made sure to kind of keep them stuck. He kept them stuck. Like, if you leave my band, your passport is gone. You can't come. And the reason some of them cannot fight this is because of our system, where you don't have rights. If equality, right, is the way of life, Wasiu Ayinde will not do this. It will not be possible. Everyone will know what they deserve. Everyone will know is our right. Wasiu Ayinde will not take advantage of them. In fact, Wasiu Ayinde will not have to, because everybody will try to make sure that they keep to themselves. And the application of I'm going to ban this because one of your band member did this and that will not be there. Everyone will have to answer for themselves. Unfortunately, that is not what it is. That limitation is what has made Wasiu Ayinde to hold on to their international passport, not allowing them to use it even when they are not on any tour. They can't use their international passport to even visit for vacation or anything. No, this passport, this visa is strictly for what we got it for. Once you are done with it, I am keeping it. If you leave my band, go. So how can they go to any embassy and say that their name is B when their name used to be A? So it's like many of them, their travel opportunity died. So Wasiu Ayinde tied them to himself. And because many of them wanted to, none of them could say, no, Wasiu Ayinde, sorry, I cannot use another name. My name is my name. Wasiu Ayinde will not allow you, will kick you out. You know how many drummers are willing to join Wasiu Ayinde's band? And you want to travel abroad, like, okay, let me still keep my business, an opportunity. Now, there's another thing that some of them highlighted. They said that sometimes they don't eat. The majority of them develop ulcer. That they don't eat. Imagine you go to play in a party. Wasiu Ayinde will tell you, look, you are professionals. You are not here to eat. So they will play for hours, no food. You are not here to eat. You are here to perform. I understand that part too. Parties are not for you to go and eat. You have been paid, do your service. I do understand that aspect of it, even though food is supposed to be offered to them, considering the Nigeria Owambe thing. Now, you that are not conversant with, you should know that people that listen to Wasiu Ayinde music are Yorubas, and majority of them are Muslims. I'm not saying some Christians don't, but majority, I want to say 80% of those that listen to Wasiu Ayinde music are Muslims, because the song itself, the genre, the pattern of the song originates from this Quran recitation and all of that. It originates from it. It's the same pattern. It's the same pattern that metamorphosed into this Fuji thing. So, Wasiu Ayinde, I think more of these things will come out. And I can, from all that we've been hearing, it seems majority of what Wasiu Ayinde is involved in is diabolic practices from its origin, what he understands and what he knows. Forget the Wasiu. Being a Muslim does not stop him from whatever it is that's involved in. Apart from that, Wasiu Ayinde, he bullies his band member. That's just what I'm saying. He bullies them. He ties them down. He makes them only accountable to him and to whatever it is that he dictates. It doesn't give them opportunity for them to grow. That's it. No opportunity for them to grow. It seems that is what it is. Like, most of them do not have opportunity to grow. And that's what it used to look like. Even if you look at American, the thing, you look at the record label, the record label will be the record label owner wants to be extremely richer than you. Are like nothing. They will press you, squeeze you. That's how this life. This is life. But it's so bad, so bad for these band members, because they don't have any law that can help them. And moreover, poverty, abject. People can weaponize poverty. So many of them, imagine this man is a professional drummer, but Wasiu Ayinde blacklisted him. He's a professional drummer that should be able to make ends meet. But the thing is that he can't sing. he can't sing, he's a drummer. Imagine if he had this idea. Imagine if this man has an idea of gathering maybe a saxophonist and thinking he's listening. It's an opportunity for you to make yourself more relevant. Now that people are talking about you, don't think you want to bring Wasiu Ayinde down. No, we've been on social media for a long time. Yes, maybe some people will not call Wasiu Ayinde anymore. Maybe some people will lambast Wasiu Ayinde. Maybe, competitors will use this opportunity to rise and all of that. That's life. You cannot remain master forever, particularly if you are bad. This is an opportunity for you to do something for yourself. Quit talking too much about him. The only time you want to come out to talk about him is when you know you have something to work with. You need to have stick in the fire. You have to have something cooking. Bring out your drum. Get a studio. Get a saxophonist. Get one or two. You've been around Wasiu Ayinde, so you should understand music. You should understand how these things are supposed to be done. Get one or two or three people. Get them. Begin to release. You are a drummer. You can speak with your drum. You can create a genre. You can create a style. You don't need to sing. You can get a saxophonist and like that, and begin to create a kind of brand of music that people will listen to. I tell you this for free. You'll be surprised that your star will shine. Your star will shine. You are from a home where drumming is in their gene. John, you are from a home where drumming is in your gene. Do not allow do not forget about Wasiu Ayinde did this and that. Unfortunately, you say you were with him for 30 years. That's a lot of long years. You kept on hoping. It will be better for 30 years. I know these things happen. There are people who have been locked down with people who will not have much value to their life or lives. We know that these things happen. Do you expect that Wasiu Ayinde, you think everyone does that? It's not possible. There's no reason why Wasiu Ayinde will be nice. You think Wasiu Ayinde will allow you to grow? No. He fought his way wickedly, badly, strongly to get to where he got to. You think he has no competitors? He has competitors who, if at the slightest opportunity, will bring him down. This is life. You cannot tell what the next person or the other person will do. This world is full of wickedness. So rise up, do your own thing. Rise up. If Wasiu Ayinde is so bad, so diabolic, you also get your own defense. God is the ultimate, not Wasiu Ayinde. God is the ultimate. Get your own defense, rise up and fight. Everyone should have equal opportunity. But then, life does not provide equal opportunity to everybody. When I say life, I mean people. Human beings at times, they will try to be stumbling block to you, to your growth, to your progress. That's it. Without drummers, Wasiu Ayinde cannot thrive. Although he said without drum, he will sing. People will hear him. It's not possible. If you sing Wasiu Ayinde without drums and percussion, trumpet, saxophone, and all of those instruments, you'll be sounding like a cow bleating. You get tired. These drummers are the ones that keep your music alive. But there is something that Mr. Drummer also needs to understand, that you can produce, you can beat your drums and all of that, but you still need a voice, human voice, that will, complement and complete everything. That is it. So it's time for you to rise up and do your own thing. I know you're a drummer. Start thinking wide. What can I do? Get into the studio. Get some group of people, saxophonists. Start playing Fuji music, Fuji sound. You start seeing people that will call you and say, please come and produce instrument for us. Come and begin to engage. Begin to produce music, sounds and all of that. You will see people who say, please come to our studio. We need to play this and that. Forget Wasiu Ayinde. It's time. It's up. Slowly. People are now listening to different genres. You can do something. You can change. You can turn things around. Use this opportunity to sit back and see what you can do for yourself. Think of something to do. You have ideas. You've been in music for a long time. You've listened to different sound. You also created sound. Begin to think. Begin to think of what to do. It's time for you to make money. Social media will help you. Now that social media is on your side to a certain extent, do something, Mr. Kunle. Do something with this new fame.